Hey Tamers, and welcome to another deck list. Today we got our boy Jesmon from starter deck 12. He is dominating in Bt10 and he absolutely just slaps. I am going to do timestamps in the bottom if you want to skip ahead into which section you want to watch, just for your convenience. Let's go ahead and start this off with the babies. As you already seen, we are running 4 of the Gurimons. So I'm going to go over the deck list really quick and then we'll talk about combos and how things work. So the Gurimon, just attacking. If you have 6,000 or more, you draw 1 card. So really good for draw power. With this deck, you want to draw as much as you can. Moving on into rookies, we are running 4 of the Bt6 Hawkmon. This is a searcher. He's busted, man. You reveal 5 cards and you can add up to 2 Digimon with Hawkmon, Jesmon, Sistermon in their names. And yeah, so what's really cool about this one, if you play this one, you don't get what you want. And this pops off from one of the searches. You can just get it again and then search again. So just a fantastic searcher. So 4 of those Bt6 Hawkmon. We are running 3 of the new starter deck 12 Hawkmons. His effect, once per turn, if you play a Sistermon, you gain 1 memory, which can happen and will happen. All turns when this Digimon has Hawkmon in its name or Royal Knight, key term or Royal Knight, it gets 1000 DP all turns. So the Inherit is really nice because it gives it all turns. So it'll bump up your Jesmons to 13k or 12 if it's 11k. Next, we're running 3 of the Bt7 Hawkmons. These are very good for searching Sistermons. There was times where I was playing and I just couldn't draw Sistermons. Having the Inherit of when you attack, you can reveal 5 cards from your deck and you could add all Sistermons from them is just broken. And we run a lot of Sistermons here. This effect is really nice to help you search when you are attacking as well. The downside of this is sometimes you want to be careful. You might have a lot of Sistermon that you don't want that many. And you want, for example, you want to draw a Jesmon. If you attack and you search, there goes your Jesmon if you are about to draw it. So that is why I'm running 3. You got to be careful when you do attack with this one. And then the last red rookies that we're running is 2 Solarmons for the matchups of, Cross Wars. Reducing everything. Keep in mind it's all turns. This is fantastic because Jesmon is a wide board, so it'll build up wide boards, and then if they drop a Death X, they could drop it for free. So you want to stop that, and Solarmon is the best way to do it. So it stops Death X and it also stops Cross Wars, which is why I'm running 2. I did want to bump it to 3, but I kind of want to keep consistency of the Hawkmons. 2 is good enough. There's ways to protect this card. It just sucks when you kind of reveal it from your deck and you can't get it. Moving on into the Sistermons here, still level 3s. We are running 2 of the starter deck 12's Sistermon that has decoy. Reason we're running 2 is it's not only for the decoy, but it also helps you draw and go through your deck in case you need more pieces. So if you draw this Sistermon, you don't draw any rookies or anything like that, you can drop this Sistermon, trash a card, and a Jesmon, you can play Sistermons from the trash. So you can trash another Sistermon if you want, then draw 2 cards and you can potentially get a rookie. So it is very good. So I'm running 2, and then of course decoy is just nice if you're running against a matchup with Black or Greymon, for example. They have a Gaia Force. Now you can just pop this and save your Jesmon. So 2 of those Sistermons. Then I still think this is probably the best Sistermon to run is the Blocker Sistermon. We are running 3 of her. All turns, if you have Hawkmon or a Digimon Royal Knight in its name, on the field, all your Sistermons gain blocker. Then on play, you trigger draw 1. So this is also cool. I do like this. If I don't, draw any Hawkmons in first turn, I like to drop these. Gives me a draw, and then it kind of already helps you set up having Sistermons on the field. So that does it for my level 3s. Moving on to my level 4s, we are running 4 of the Bt6 Hawkmons. I think this is the best Hawkmon, at least in this format right now, because the Inherit of this is when attacking, if you have a Sistermon in play, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5000 DP or less. So for example, if you're running against a mirror match, you have a Bao Hawkmon, you can swing, you can delete a Sistermon, especially if they have the decoy one, or if they have a Solarmon or any rookie that's 5000 or less. Bao Hawkmon just helps you get rid of it. So this Bao Hawkmon is very nice to have. Definitely run 4 of those. And then the other 4 is the new Bao Hawkmon, of course, because these are the only Bao Hawkmons that we have right now. This one isn't that bad. it does give you all turns while this Digimon has Huckmon or Royal Knights in its trait. It gets 1000 DP per turn. Keep in mind with the Gorimon here, when you do swing with these, you can draw because they are at 6000 DP and they're champions. So it's pretty good. You can kind of go early aggressive if you need to, and then helping you draw. So those are the red champions of level 4 that I'm running. And then moving on to the other level 4s are Sistermons. I am playing 2 of the Sistermon Seal. She is fantastic. I did run 3. I do miss having her at 3. Her all turns, all your Digimon with Huckmon in its names or Royal Knight do get 2000 DP all turns. So it's a very good card, and then when you play it, you gain 1 memory. And there's combos that happen where, you know, eventually your starter deck Jesmon, you know, this will make it cost 3 instead of 4, keeping your turn. So we'll talk about combos with her. She's really nice. And to top off my level 4s, I'm running the other Sistermon Seal from starter deck 12. In this one, I'm playing reveal 3 cards. Add a card with Huckmon in its name or Royal Knights in its trait among them to your hand and trash the rest. That effect it's good because you know, you do have cards here that allows you to play Sistermons from the trash. So it's all right. And then of course the all turns, it gives you reboot so long as you have Huckmon in its name or Royal Knights in its trait. So you also did get reboot. This was really good because then if you attack and you're scared of, you know, they might swing over you, you can just go ahead and play that Sistermon to give it reboot, and now, you know, you don't have to worry about it unless they can attack unsuspended Digimon. That does it for my level 4s with the Sistermons as well. Moving on to the level 5s, we are running, of course, 4 of the new starter deck 12 Savior Huckmons. This one, when Digivolving, you get to attack unsuspended Digimon until the end of your turn. So even when you Digivolve into Jesmon, you can still swing over your opponent's Digimon because that effect is for the turn. It doesn't say this Digimon. Keep that in mind. So this is basically a Judgment of the Blade inherit, and then his actual inherit is when attacking once per turn. If this Digimon has Royal Knight in its traits, you may play 1 Digimon card with Sistermon in its name from your hand or trash without paying its memory cost. So this is just busted because you attack, you play a Sistermon, especially if you use this one to trash a Sistermon. You know, you could kind of see how you could get a whiteboard really quick. So 4 of those. Then I'm running 1 of the Savior Huckmon, kind of flex a little there with the pre-release from BT6. When Digivolving, you can play a Sistermon from your hand without paying its memory cost. Fantastic effect. His inherit is once per turn when you attack, if you have a Sistermon in play, you can unsuspend this Digimon. So it's busted, right? There's a reason why this is limited to 1. For example, if this was a Jesmon, you know, you would Digivolve, play a Sistermon from it, you swing, you have a Sistermon now, you unsuspend. So this Savior Huckmon kind of sets you up. If you don't have a Sistermon, you Digivolve, get a Sistermon, Digivolve again, you have Blitz, swing, unsuspend, and then, you know, if you don't have reboot, you don't have to worry about that because you unsuspend. So 1 of this Savior Huckmon, and then the 2 kind of tech cards that, you know, a lot of people are running is the 2 Chimeramons. And this card is so great in this deck because you have a lot of level 4s, and since it's a rainbow, you know, it doesn't matter what level 4s you use. As long as it's 2 level 4s, you can DNA into it for free. So this one, when Digivolving, you can play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card from your trash under the Digimon. Then the other part of the 1 Digivolving is you minus 1000 for every color this card has, which will only be 1 or 2 because you have white and red. That's the only colors we're running here. And then your turn, this Digimon is also treated as having that color of its sources. So if you end up Digivolving into the Chimeramon, you put something underneath to give them red. Now you can still Digivolve into your Jesmon because he is also treated as red. So really, really nice clutch card there. So those are my level 5s that I am running. Moving on to the Megas, we are running 4 of the starter deck 12 Jesmons. This card is, man, this card is busted. It's pretty crazy. So you Digivolve, you get Blitz. When you attack, you can play a Sistermon from your hand. And then if you do play a Sistermon from its effect, then now you get security attack +1 and it gets 3000 DP for the turn. So Digivolve, boom, even if it passes turn because you have Blitz, you attack, his attack, now you play a Sistermon. And if you did it, now you get security attack +1 plus 3000 DP. And then not to mention, you have all these other Sistermons if you want to give them reboot, if you want to give them a DP buff, if you want to put decoy out there so you won't get, you know, pop. It's just the combos for this deck is just, it's insane. And then the other two level 6s that I'm running is the X Antibody. This card is awesome as well. It has the inherit of piercing. I did want to run the old Jesmon, but this one, it does the same thing, and this is better. It has the inherit of piercing. You can Digivolve on top of this Jesmon for 0. When you do Digivolve, you can play a Digimon card with Sistermon and its name from your hand or trash without paying for its play cost. The old Jesmon, you have to attack first in order for that effect to pop off, play a Sistermon, and then you get, you know, the piercing and all that stuff. This one does it just by Digivolving, which makes this card so much more busted as opposed to the old Jesmon. And then when you do play or if you do have a Sistermon in play, or you have a Jesmon underneath, until the end of your opponent's turn, all your opponent's Digimon can attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon, and they get 2000 DP. So now you can see you put that with the Sistermon that gives you the other 2000 DP. Now you're getting 4000 DP here. He's at 15k. So it's insane. It really is. So those are the only level 6s I'm running. Moving on to level 7s, I am running 1, and I am not running GX. I am running the Omnimon Blitz, and we're going to talk about many combos with this deck. GX is good. Do not get me wrong. You can use it. If you want to use it, go ahead. I just think Omnimon will close out games. I don't think GX could close out games, as busted as he is. We'll talk about combos, but that's the level 7 that I am running with this Omnimon Blitz from BT5. Moving on into our options, I am running 3 from Master to the Disciple. So in a nutshell, you can reveal 3 cards from your deck, add 1 card with Huckmon, Sistermon, or Royal Knights, trash the rest. So keep in mind, this one actually has the inherit of Royal Knight here. So if you play this, you reveal another one, you don't get the cards you want, you can go ahead and pick it up and play it again. I've actually had some matches where I end up playing it, get another one, and play it again. So I do play kind of 2 for that 1 turn. Then during your main phase, or when you delay after you play it, you can reduce the Digivolution cost by 1 when you pop it, as opposed to memory boost you gain 2 memory. So really nice. You could end up Digivolving that Jesmon starter deck 12 for 3 by removing it, still keeping your turn. And then the security effect, you reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck, add 1 card with Huckmon, Sistermon, or Royal Knights and its traits among them from your hand, and then you trash the rest, and then you place it in the battle area. So in other words, if this gets popped in security, you still play it normally as if you were to play it. So really fantastic option card, definitely to play. So we're running 3 of those. And then the last option card that I'm running, I am just running 1 of Judgment of the Blade. Little flex there again. Just being able to attack your unsuspended Digimon is busted. It allows you for controlling the board, and the Judgment of the Blade obviously helps you do that. But the security here is really nice. If you manage to get it popped off from the security, you get to play a Digimon card with Sistermon and its name from your hand or trash, which could help out. If this is in the trash, it plays, they need 1 more swing, and you actually have a Huckmon, you just play a blocker, and now they can't close out. So it's crazy. So those are the only options that I am running, 4 options. And then moving on to the last portion of this, the Tamers that I'm running 3 Tamers here, and I'm running 3 of the Tai Kamiyas from BT1. Memory set Tamer, you'll always start your turn at 3, and then all your red Digimon with 4 or more Digivolution cards gain security attack +1. That's it. That is the whole deck list. Let's move on into combos and how this deck could work and how it could become nasty. Alright guys, so I set up a scenario here. Let's say you're at 3. Let's say your opponent has 3 security left, okay? So what we're gonna do here is, we have these in play. We got our Tai, we got our Sistermon and Savior Hawk and all that stuff. So now what we're gonna do is, in our hand we have the Jesmon and we have the Omnimon Blitz. So what we're gonna do is Digivolve for 4 for that Jesmon. It's gonna leave him at 1. And now what's cool about this is, obviously he has Blitz, but you can play these effects however you want. So they're all when attacking. So for example here, I don't have a Sistermon to play when I attack. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Huckmon's effect first. I'll actually activate Gorimon's effect first when I do attack. So then what I'm gonna do is I'll draw 1, and let's say we end up drawing a Sistermon. So now we use Huckmon's effect, we reveal 5, and so let's say we got these 2 Sistermons that are level 4s. right? The one with the game memory and the reboot. So now when I'm attacking, you can use Savior Huckmon's effect to play a Sistermon. Let's say we go ahead and play this one here. We reveal 3 cards, and then in case we didn't even draw this one, now it's gonna let you mill for more. And now let's say you did get it. Cool, that's one. And now you use Jesmon's effect, and now you play the other one. So now you play this one, you gain a memory, it's gonna go back to 0, right? So then now you go ahead and you swing, and then, you know, this could be swapped out for if it was the decoy one in case you swing into a Gaia Force, now you just delete it. You know, again, combos are endless here. But for this scenario, okay, we swing. Okay, now he has 2 left. I can't attack, you know, I can only attack with this one. So I could go ahead and attack, boom. Say she gets deleted. Now they have 2 security left. And now you got these level 4s. Now you can DNA here, right? You can DNA into the Chimeramon for 0. You draw, you place something underneath. It can be anything here. Well, you draw, you put something underneath. Now you swing with the Chimeramon. Even if the Chimeramon gets popped, now your opponent has 0 security left, and now you're just gonna go ahead and end game with Omnimon using unsuspending and having Blitz. Doesn't matter, you know, you put him at 4. So this is why I prefer to use the Omnimon that has Blitz. You can't close out with GX. So that's one combo that I like doing, and big reason why I want this. Keep in mind is that this Omnimon has Royal Knight, obviously, right? So all these cards say Royal Knight or Royal Knight in its trait, which does work for this. So if you do have the Savior Huckmon, let's just say for some reason, let's say you have this, you actually have the Omnimon. When you swing, you can activate Savior Huckmon's effect because he is a Royal Knight at the end of the day. And then what's cool is if he does get popped, you can use his effect, place a level 6 into the trash, and he will survive. So he also does have protection on itself in case you don't have a decoy Sistermon. So that is another reason why I love this Omnimon. Well, I forgot to mention in the other one, you also have the security attack +1. So let's say your opponent has 2 security left here, and now what you're gonna do is you have 2 Sistermons that are level 4. You can go ahead and Jogress into Chimeramon for 0. You draw, you use his effect, and you know, let's say you have this one in the trash. Now you can place this underneath, and now he has 3 sources. Now what you can do here is you can Digivolve into the GX Jesmon for 3. You're gonna go back to 0. Use his effect. You can play any Sistermon you want. In this case, let's just play the blocker because she's right here. So now you swing, you get DP buff, and obviously you have piercing. The one attacking, now you have a Sistermon in place, so you're gonna unsuspend, you're checking +2. So those are the last 2. He's more than likely going to survive. He survives, and now you can go ahead and close out game. Or even if he has 4 security, now you're checking the 4. You swing for the 2nd time, and you can now Omni for Blitz. That's another way to close out game. You're checking for 5 in that 1 turn. So again, really busted. And those are the few combos that you can do with this Jesmon deck. Make sure you are subscribed because I do go live and I do use all these decks that you see this decklist video of. If you love what you saw here with these combos, the combos from this deck are disgusting.